Hello, love.
Hello, Maria.
Where we going?
We are not going anywhere. We are there. We're in the New Forest.
Ooh.
The New Forest.
The New Forest.
Place called. We're heading towards a place called Milkham. Milkham Car Park.
Okay. Not Milkman, but Milkham.
Yeah.
This is the part of the New Forest we never go to, isn't it? We always go to the southern part, and this is the northern part.
Yeah.
Checking it out.
Looks like they. Oh my.
There's enough space on my side.
Nice bumps in the ground.
No fire, no barbecues. So does it mean we can't make a cup of coffee?
Leave by dusk. No overnight stay.
Okay, well, this is a tester for our repairs we had. It's a very bumpy path.
Front end or back end? What do you think?
I'm not sure, whatever you think is best.
I'll do front end. So a path behind us on it.
I would have done back end because then you have the tree when you sit outside. There we are. What is it called again?
Milkham.
Cool. It's one of the more remote parking spots, isn't it? One of the more remote parking spots.
Yeah.
Don't know if you see it, but two donkeys under the tree. In this forest, the donkeys, pigs, horses, cows. That is from somebody that probably has parked up here, Phil. They are running free here. And it's a sunny day today. Not too hot, actually. And the animals that we saw on the road, including pig. Is it a herd? Not sure. With horses, they were all sheltering under trees, so they obviously feel the heat. There they are. Don't go too close, they ask you. They are wild animals after all.
Yeah.
And they are resting under the shade.
Yeah, they're hot than expect.
Ah.
Don't like the sun.
And if we come close, they're forced to move. Yeah, New Forest, fantastic place for people who have never been here, and they should visit.
Mind you, we could. There's so much really we haven't seen in the New Forest, isn't there? And,
Well, that's why we're here today, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we could come up every month or something, and then just hold up somewhere new.
Yeah, especially the
Been
northern
here
part.
before, huh?
Especially the northern part.
Yeah, this is the north part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, everywhere's north to where we live, isn't it? We live on the very south coast.
Yeah.
Only further south you can get from our place is the Isle of Wight, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, somebody is planning out a route. Where are we?
By your Milkham enclosure. Well, this is a.
So we're on the border of.
Which way is north? South there.
How do you do that again?
And point the arrow. And point the Well, the hour end, which is not on you yet. Wait for it to change.
Okay.
Point the hour end at the sun, and then wherever the sun is, so you point it like there, and then wherever 12 o'clock is, it's in between 12 o'clock and where the hour end is pointing to the sun, and that would be south. So if you stick it back to the south, like that, then you can line your map up to north by
Right.
holding it like that.
Okay.
So that's north up there.
All right.
So
Cool.
everything, we're standing, where's that? By there. So we're looking at the moorland there, and right to this side of us is the forest. And
That
you've
is
got all those,
the green.
got all these paths in the forest. There's a lake over here. That's about, each square is a kilometre. So that's 1, 2, about 3 kilometres, no. There's 1, 2, yeah, about 3 kilometres in that direction. That must have been that lake where we saw.
We drove by
car park,
2 ponds. They call it ponds here. Yeah.
It's called Oaknell Arch area. There's 2 ponds there actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
that is
know
not. That's not where we
this-
came from. This
no.
is on the other side.
Yeah, this is, there's no tracks, there's only a foot track leading to it. So there won't be any cars around there. Should we give it a try? This cost 500 quid, this did, didn't it? When you got it.
Yes. When did we buy it?
A lot of years ago now. You were still in bed.
2004.
Was it that long ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what are we doing with that?
Well, so we don't get lost.
Yeah,
So I don't need to use a map too much. We take a map with us just in case, because you never know.
we just mark where the
Technology.
fan is.
Yeah.
And
Technology
then-
fails sometimes,
Yeah.
as it do. And
Okay.
then we'll have a little walk.
Where you going?
Get in satellite location.
Okay. So you find an open spot to link onto the satellites in the sky. And the fan is getting really nice. Maybe you can't see it very well on the films, but it's coming on nicely. So we will have a cup of tea from the stove and we come back. And we are quite late. It's almost 3 o'clock, as you can see. So most people are coming back from their walks.
You've got it here. The other GPS didn't pick it up.
To pick
on,
up the satellites, very
'cause,
cloudy.
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cloudy up there, and so
Okay.
it interferes with it. So Bianca sent me a location on her phone on WhatsApp, and so we done it that way. And now I got where you are, just off the road there, and where I am, I'm supposed to be over there somewhere.
Okay, but because we don't know this part of the New Forest, so just be sure.
Yeah, we take the map with us as well, but I haven't got a compass. Have a look. Well, we passed this one here. This and now we're at this one by here. Now we're walking down this one here. So this is where we're located. We could go to this next one, or we could go to this one here and then come back, or we could go this route here.
I think that this route there.
Which one? This one, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we need to go down. We're at this one. We need to go to the second, no, the third,
That one.
and then the fourth one. There's a crossroads is the next one, and the next one is a turn into the left.
Okay.
Crossroads and turn into the left. Okay, let's do it.
Why do you have that rattling of the harmonica in your pocket?
Yeah, because in the forest you've got bears, and they don't like sound, so you frighten the bears away.
Right. But we are in the New Forest.
Yes. What are you
But-
saying?
Where there used to be bears in the forest.
Oh yeah, there used to be bears, but well, maybe they're ghosts of you. And, so you play it and it frightens them away.
But we had bears in England.
Oh yeah, well we done some filming that one time with Craig, remember? And it was where the last bears was in England. I think it was Barley Forest or something. Ooh, what's them prints? There must be something.
Deer or horses.
And yeah, the last day was in Barley Forest.
So that's why we have a rattling
Yeah,
harmonica.
in my pocket just in case.
Okay.
Just in case. And like the weather is not too windy, and sometimes in the forest you can become silent. And if you listen into the silence, it's like meditating. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to go for walks up in the mountains in Wales. And first time I ever experienced absolute silence was, it's very potent, and it frightened the life out of me. You know, listening to silence is terrible when you're not used to it. I kind of feel like sorry for those people who's brought up in cities. And so it like clears your mind, and that's meditation really, listening into silence. Because you're listening for something, so your mind is actually occupied on trying to pick something up in the distance. And when you can't hear that something, then that's meditation, because you're listening to nothingness. And in meditation, the ideal is to be seated in nothing, in absolute silence. And like I said, for some people, it's a frightening experience, silence. And when you get used to it, it becomes a friend and a buddy. You know, it's a beautiful experience. Okay, so we're now at this location here. We just passed this. Now we're at this location here. We got to go straight down there, then go left again.
Cool.
And then you've got to turn left from this one again.
How you doing?
Pine tea you can have from.
Oh, we can make it when we come back to the van.
Not very good really, but weathered. It's hard. Get the fresh growth. But
I'm sure we will find a tree by the van that has it.
yeah, it's almost September now, so everything's a bit sort of, you know, tough.
Okay.
You get a kind of tar out of it, don't you? You know, when you make the tea from the pine needles. If you leave it for too long, you get a kind of tarry
Yes.
substance in there.
Okay. Might have really good health
Yes,
benefits.
it's very high in vitamin C.
Somebody showing a six-pack.
Yeah, that wouldn't shut proper, that. Did you open it? Yeah, there's only tuna. There's barmy gring. That's interesting. Mackerel, fish. We don't want fish again, do we? We need to stock up really. Barmy gring. That's a lot of salt in there though. And
Is that tomato sauce?
there's beans. There's what's that there? And tomato. One can of tomatoes. I think we need to stock up really.
Okay.
In
Okay, we just have a cup of tea. Yeah?
yeah, you'll have something to eat when we get home. Okay, so it's tea, a cup of tea time then.
Where's your table?
Obviously, that's going to be the first one used, isn't it? Got the tea bags in the front. I don't need, oh, I need water. Kettle. Do we really need this now? Now we got a nut. What do you think? You think we need it?
Yeah.
And did we clean this saucepan? This one's not clean. Well, we decided to not have a cup of tea. So we're gonna.
Because it's already late. It's an hour drive home.
Yeah.
And we don't eat after 6.
So we gotta fly. Well, it was a trial run. Hello, boy.
So, we made some security, didn't we?
Yes, this year. And okay. So what we got is sometimes we want to cook inside here, and but the heat gets too much in the summertime, so we need, you know, to cook. We decided, and some places we may be cooking, like when we did the car park. What was the name of that place? Anyway, one of those motorway service stations, and there's a big car park with all lorries in there. Bianca felt a bit insecure, so we wanted to, and maybe in the night time we want to sleep as well in this area, and that's what it was about, wasn't it? So
That's
what
right.
we wanted to do was to open the door like so much, but not to have it so that somebody from outside could open it. So I put this thing on, this bar, and this chain. So what you got is a situation. I have to roll it around there once, and then just hook it on like this with the, we did it with the dog's chain, so it can't be opened really. It can't go, well, I could have put another roll around it. It's just simple stuff really. It works as long as you test it out.
That's right. But that's the principle. That is our security, so we can have the fan door cracked. Because it can be really, really hot to sleep in here.
Yeah.
Despite all the insulation on the windows and.
Yeah. So you got it. You can open it to whichever width you want to open it. Gap, I mean. I'd say I need to take that a bit more. Wrap it around twice. And there. That'd be fine now, like that, wouldn't it?
That's right.
So you got him there. And then you can open it a little bit more, but you can also do that too.
Yeah.
There's security at the end of the day and fresh air.
That's right. Cool, thank you.
So here we go. That's another walk in the woods. This track is one of the
In
bumpiest.
2.6 miles, turn right on Forest Road.
Didn't anybody teach you manners?
And back on home turf.
It's always a pleasure to come back to Gosport, isn't
In
it?
3/4 of a mile,
yeah.
at the roundabout, take the first exit on Anglesey Road.
There we are. Back again. The nicest thing of going somewhere is going back home. Funny.
Look at that sea today.
Yes, it's like, it has been like this for a week or so now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So many people. It was very busy today on the beach because it's hardly busy here, isn't it, Phil, on this stretch?
Yeah.
But and there were almost 20 boats were anchored here today, which was also very unusual. And maybe because it's bank holiday.
Yeah, probably sailing.
Yeah, and it's still quite
two
busy
left,
there.
isn't it?
Look how busy it is there.
Still two up there.
Look how many people still on the beach.
Yeah.
It is coming up to 6, so yeah, very unusual. But we had a lovely day out.
Up the New Forest.
Thank you.